My coaching is centered around Buddhism, and more specifically, Korean Buddhism, which incorporates Mahayana Buddhism and Sun Buddhism, or Zen or Chan Buddhism. Okay, so these are all very abstract terms. What do they actually mean for your life? How does these concepts actually help you in your life? Today, I want to show you some practical examples of what Buddhist concepts actually mean for your life instead of these like terms that just seem like something you have to study. The most important thing I start my clients out with is this distinction between what we think and what we feel. So I'm not simply just talking about thoughts and feelings. I can think I want to do something, right? I want to quit smoking, or I want to start waking up early. I want to be a morning person. So I can 100% think that in my head. But why do we have such a hard time quitting smoking? Why do we have such a hard time waking up in the morning? Because outside of what I think, there's this unconscious component, right? So it's the difference between consciousness and unconsciousness. I think I want to quit smoking, but I actually, in my heart, I don't want to quit smoking. Or rather, I want to smoke. So these two mind, what exists in the head and what exists in the heart, they are conflicting. This is why your life is stuck the most of the times, right? Because you're not truly aligned to what you actually feel. You think because you are thinking something that you are actually believing this. But many, many times, our thoughts and our actual beliefs point the other way. So, how do we get to notice what we are actually feeling? And what's an example of that? I think that it's a really great example of this is a old 90s Disney home movie. You may remember this if you're around my age, but I recently found out this movie is available on Disney Plus. But I'm gonna show you some snippets of it, so it's gonna be fair usage. So take a look at this video clip. So the context behind this clip is that for some reason, Tim Allen's character has a son, and the son grew up in a jungle. Tim Allen is a hotshot New York stock trading person like that, finance guy. And this kid is literally from a jungle. The movie is called Jungle 2 Jungle. So the kid apparently believes that the fire inside the Statue of Liberty is going to be like a really important, key for his village in the jungle. So the kid is interested in obtaining the fire from the Statue of Liberty. So he wants to go to Statue of Liberty. But Tim Allen, of course, being a finance guy, needs to go to work, right? So it's been this a few days of like, I want to go to the Statue of Liberty. Oh, we'll go later. I want to go to the Statue of Liberty. Oh, I'll go later, right? So look at this.
Statue of Liberty.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
I know I told you we were going today, but I can't today. The baboon's making some very big trades today.
Miko check the baboon.
Baboon go alone. I'd like to be around you, but I'm obligated to go.
What
What
means
means obligated? Obligated. It means when you do something that you don't really want to do.
So we're at the point of understanding what the word obligated means, right? Interestingly, this is actually how I learned what the English word obligated means. But anyway, fast forward a few minutes later, and you watch this happen.
And on
And on top of everything else, didn't I tell you to wait in the
I
bathroom?
said Statue of Liberty.
I said to do that tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow. You're too busy for
for
the sequel. I want to see Statue of Liberty. I go.
Look, Mimi, I got a life here.
I
I can't change everything just because you showed up.
Then why you bring me here?
I was obligated.
So this is the very important part, right? We did it. So the character of Tim Allen was so living inside of, without mindfulness, without the presence. So he's just a finance guy living moment by moment by moment. So he doesn't even he thinks he's trying to be cordial to the kid, and he thinks he's being nice to the kid, and he's being a responsible dad or whatever, right? But underneath all of that is that he is obligated. And if Mimi had asked, "Hey, Dad, do you feel obligated with me?" Then he probably, Tim Allen's character or Baboon, would have answered, "No, I don't feel obligated. No, of course I want to be with you." But when our mind is pushed to the limit, when the stakes are high, thoughts take second place. What actually drives our behavior is what's in the heart. And so, in these little moments of slip ups or Freudian slips, we get to realize what we actually mean. So, I think this movie is such a perfect representation of what I mean when I say, "What does your heart want to do?" Yeah, you think you want to do something with your life. You think you want to meet more people. You think you want to be more buff. You think you don't want to be lonely anymore. But outside of those thoughts, what do you actually want in your life? Many people don't have that specific vision, and that's why their life tends to be repeating in circles. So, this example again, really random, but perfect example of what it means to recognize what you are actually believing in your heart.